Hello, that's my brother Euan.
That's my brother Adam. We're Granfergo.
The basic breakdown is I play bass, Euan plays guitar, we have our drummer Joe, who's wonderful. We also have various featured percussionists.
The sound's really just like a melting pot of everything we love. I mean, the name Tarantino often gets thrown at us, I think because of our love of old school surf records, like Dick Dale, The Shadows, Dick Dale for guitar tones. But then that combined with our love like old funk and soul records like James Brown, Lee Moses and stuff. I think it's that combination that kind of people like associate with the Tarantino sound a little bit, you know.
I guess that's why people say that we've got this sort of psychedelic surf sound, but it's also very cinematic. That's something we really like. I mean, we'd love for one day for our music to. We have a song called Quentin Please, which was named because we were hoping Quentin would please give us a job.
I mean, all sorts of names have been thrown at the sound, really, like what we heard, like surf dub, desert rock, psychedelic groove, cinematic soul, you know.
There's a bit of all of that.
Yeah, it's a bit of all of that. We love music from all over the world, really, like, you know, Afrobeat, like Fela Kuti, Peruvian psychedelic cumbia, like Enrique Delgado, is definitely like a huge influence on my guitar for sure. I
mean, it all started with that. Well, a lot of it started with that Best of Chicha compilation.
100%, yeah. I mean, so a few years ago, I stumbled across this compilation record called The Roots of Chicha, which is this Peruvian, particularly psychedelic brand of cumbia, which kind of mixes, surf guitar, psychedelia, cumbia, all sorts.
It sounds mad. It sounds really wacky when you hear it by itself. It makes sense in the context of like 1980s Peru, but it does sound a bit nuts to anybody who hears it for the first time. But it's just, I don't know, it really grows on you. And the music is just, it's very memorable, very rhythmic, very Latin as well, but like with a bit of a sort of North American twist in it, because they got influenced a lot by what was happening in the US as well. Right?
Yeah.
Especially
I mean, it was the
guitars.
whole. I mean, it kind of started in the '60s. It was the whole like surf guitar craze was going down. So like you get this cumbia, but mixed with kind of this like spring reverb and tape delay soaked guitars. That's like, I mean, it's kind of like nothing else really. It all gets thrown in there. You know?
That's why we love London. We're not from London originally, but that's why we love being here, because it is such a melting pot, and our music is such a melting pot of all the things that we love globally. And London is where that sort of happens everywhere, which is awesome.
I mean, we're brothers. Like we've been playing together since we were, I don't know, 10 years old, really. It's taken
on shows in the living room.
It's been like taken on all different sorts of, you know, incarnations.
Started off as a blues band, blues and rock and roll.
Yeah. I mean, I've got like a huge love for like the old school like rhythm and blues records, old soul records. So we kind of started off playing like rhythm and blues, folk. Our family is Irish as well, so like we've come from a big kind of Irish folk stock. You know, our grandfather was a fiddle player in Belfast. His mural's up on the side of Madden's Bar in Belfast, playing the fiddle. If anyone wants to check that out,
we've got lots of his instruments hanging around at home. I still play the violin. You play a bit of violin as well. Yeah, we haven't worked that into the Granfergo mix yet, because we don't know if it quite fits. I'm working on getting the flute in there. That's not been announced yet. That's exclusively in this interview. There might be some flute coming up. Violin may also come up. We're from Devon originally, which is, you know, a very rural place. We're from a very rural part of a very rural place in Devon, North Coast, by the sea. Grew up doing some surfing and things like that. Maybe that influenced the love of surf rock. Maybe. I think it was more from films we were watching, to be honest, which is why we get compared to Tarantino a lot. That and the Dollars trilogy and Ennio Morricone.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about Ennio Morricone yet.
Of course.
There's something about that.
Yeah.
That was a big part of our childhood. Growing up, our dad used to show us those films. So we got a lot of Sergio Leone and Ennio Morricone growing up. Yeah. That was a huge part of our childhood, the Dollars trilogy, especially The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I mean, really raised on, spaghetti westerns and 60s Vietnam War films. was our upbringing.
Yeah, that explains a lot, actually. Now that I think about it. Never thought about it until now.
And man, like, there's no, at least as far as I'm concerned, there's no better guitar tone than those guitar tones on the Ennio Morricone tracks for the Sergio Leone films. Like that's as good as it gets.
Still working towards it. Right? Got all the Fender gear, but still working towards it. I still listen to it now, and I get chills whenever I hear an Ennio Morricone soundtrack, or even a Tarantino soundtrack. I know they're all kind of pulled from all over the place, but just the way he puts it together is amazing. So yeah, definitely a big part of it. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff in there as well, but I feel like that's what really got us started. So yeah, we're on SoundCloud, and we're going to get on Spotify soon. We're going to be releasing some music, probably, I think we're going to do about 2 tracks at a time, like an A/B single thing. We're going to be releasing some music in spring. We're working on it now, working on it here, working on it at home, and all over the place. So yeah, we'll have some tracks coming out very soon. All produced by us.
It takes a long time doing it all yourself, you know, like recording everything, mixing everything, engineering the sessions, but like, it's worth it. It's going to be worth it. Like, really excited about what's coming out.